Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to math. Last class we were learning about triangles, about 4 different types of triangles. Do you guys remember what those 4 categories were? Okay, so we have equiangular. Remember, all the angles were the same. We had an obtuse triangle, where one of the sides was more than 90. We had a right triangle, where one side was exactly 90, around a little box. And then we had an acute triangle, where all the angles were less than 90. They weren't all the same, because then it will be a equiangular, but all the angles were less than 90 degrees. Okay? Today, like I said, last class, we're going to learn part of it. Today we're going to do the second part. Today we have 3 more words that we're going to get familiar with, should I say. One of those words is, let's start off with the simple ones. Let's start off with scalene triangle. Okay? A scalene triangle is a triangle. Let's say this here is here. A scalene triangle is a triangle that has, now we're going to focus on the outside, okay? All 3 of these triangles, we're going to focus on the outside, which is, in this case, is scalene. When you think of scalene, think of a snake. Okay? Scalene. Think of a snake, all the scales of a snake. If you really look really close, they're not exactly all the same. Okay? The same with the scalene triangle. When it comes to scalene triangles, all the sides are different sizes. Okay? So we can have one that's 10. We could have one that is 5. One that is 8. These are scalene triangles. Okay? You may also see it. You may also see it as something like this. Okay? The lines means, notice that there's 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines. When that happens, it's telling you that all the sides are different. Okay? So if all the sides are different measurements, or if you see with all different lines, then they are scalene triangles. Okay? We have 2 more to go. Make sure you have it on your notes before I erase it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do the next one. Our next triangle, let's use brown. Our next triangle is an isosceles triangle. Oh, the marker's almost going. An isosceles triangle. This marker's trash, since it's almost going to go. An isosceles triangle is a triangle that has 2 sides that are the same, okay? You may look at it something like this, or you might have 10, 8, 8. That's telling you that the sides are the same. You may also look at it like this. Okay? It's telling you this is one side. These 2, notice how they both have 2 lines. That means that they're the same. Okay? So if you see one where there's 2 lines the same, that means it's telling you that they're the same measurement. Okay? Or if you see 2 numbers that are the same measurement. That is an isosceles triangle. Okay? There's one more we're going to cover. Make sure, again, it's on your notes before I erase it. Alrighty, the last one we're gonna cover, and this one sometimes we get it confused because it sounds similar to one of the ones from last class. Notice that the difference is last class we covered equiangular. Notice that angular means angle, okay? Today we're gonna cover equilateral. So equilateral triangle. So equilateral triangle. These kind of triangles, the same as the other triangle. The other triangle was equiangular, all the angles were the same. So hint, hint, equiangular or equilateral in this case means all the sides are the same, right? So you might see it like this, where you have a line that's telling you that they're all the same. You might also see it as just regular numbers. Let's say, for example, we have 5. Let's say this is 5 and this is 5. Okay? I chose 5 as my number. If all the numbers are the same on the triangle, then it's an equilateral triangle. Okay? Again, if the edges or the angles are the same, equiangular. If the sides, equilateral. Okay? There's a difference. Those are the 3 words we're going to learn today. Make sure again that they're on your notes. Alright, so here is your assignment for today. Okay? I'm going to draw, hint, hint, 3 shapes. Okay? You have to tell me if it's an isosceles, equilateral, or a scalene triangle. Okay? So the first one is there's our first triangle. Is it isosceles, scalene, or equilateral? Our second triangle is it an isosceles, scalene, or equilateral? Okay. And your final one, let's do another color here. Let's go with black. For that last one, is it isosceles, scalene, or equilateral? Okay. So make sure you submit your answers. So total of 3 answers. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you submit your answers as soon as you're done. Make sure you submit your answers as soon as you're done watching the video. Okay? And I'll be waiting for your email.